Bread on a tray to prepare something for the whole family. It turns out juicy and delicious, perfect for sharing. Here in my skillet, I am going to add a piece of well-selected lean meat. I add a little olive oil to sear the meat, and now my meat has browned very well on all sides. It is time to season it with 1 teaspoon of salt. I also add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Now I mix these seasonings very well so they coat all the meat. This way the flavor will be even and intense. Now I add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Mix it very well so that the flour dissolves completely. If you prefer, you can use cornstarch instead. It also works very well. I have it well mixed now. Now I add 1 tablespoon of ketchup, and I also add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. With this, my meat is ready. I turn off the heat and set this meat aside while we continue with the recipe. In the same skillet, I add 2 onions cut into slices. I let them saute in that sauce for just 10 minutes so they absorb all the flavor. Now I add 1 tablespoon of butter. I stir well so the butter melts with the onion and makes it tastier. Then I add a little water to help the onion cook faster. In another bowl, I place about 7 ounces of heavy cream. I also add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. This will be my special sauce for the filling. I add 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. I mix everything very well until it is uniform. Now we move on to the assembly. On my tray, I arrange the slices of bread nicely. I am using brioche bread, which is soft and delicious. On the bread, I add my sauce, putting a generous tablespoon on each slice. This way, it will turn out very juicy and flavorful. I spread the sauce carefully so each piece of bread is well coated. I spread it like this so everything turns out delicious and balanced. Now I place on top the meat we prepared with that tasty sauce. I arrange it well so it makes an abundant filling. You can also make it in the air fryer and it turns out great. I have already added all the meat. Now I add plenty of mozzarella cheese on top of the meat. I put it only on the meat so it melts directly with the juices. This way these sandwiches turn out even juicier, delicious, and well-filled. Just arrange them carefully. Now I put the caramelized onion on top of the cheese. You can add as much as you like. It will still be just as delicious. This is how we keep completing the whole tray. I place the other part of the bread on top to close the sandwiches. I press each one well, forming a perfect sandwich. Look how delicious this turns out. It is wonderful. And not to mention, it is very quick and practical to prepare. Now on the top of the breads, I brush a little melted butter. This will give it a special flavor and help them brown. I spread butter on all the breads. I bake at about 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, just to melt the cheese well. And here the cheese has already melted in my sandwiches. Now I take them out of the oven. Look what a spectacle!